Kumusta tayo? Magandang araw sa ating lahat. Good day to each and every one of you. Ito po si Nico Fabian. Nandito naman po sa programa natin, Nick Talk, the Real Talk with Nico. And all of you, mga Filipinos dito po sa Malaysia, dito po sa Sabah, very particular dito po sa Kota Kinabalu, and of course, ang mga overseas Filipino workers sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, and mga kapatid, kaibigan at kababayan natin dyan po mismo sa bayan natin po. Kumusta kayo? I hope everything is running smoothly on a Monday po. Monday. Everybody are excited to welcome itong Monday, August 10 po, but unfortunately po, some of us or many of us were disappointed dahil po, while we were waiting since last week, the day, Monday, August 10 po, and we are looking forward to see ang next impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, day 15, and day 14, day 15 po. Unfortunately po, dahil we are facing a lot of problems ngayon sa Pilipinas, especially baha po ang Pilipinas ngayon po dahil sa series of typhoons, flash flood that we are experiencing po, na postpone po or canceled ang today's hearing ng impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte, Vice President Inday Sara Duterte po. So it will resume bukas, hopefully po, kung okay na ang sitwasyon. Diyan po sa Pilipinas, I was made to understand based on the news that I gathered, narinig natin diyan po sa mainstream media natin sa Pilipinas, as well as sa mga social media po, I heard that the classes were suspended sa Pilipinas, especially yun sa mga areas really affected by the typhoon po. Mayroon tayong yun the other day, may typhoon tayo, si Typhoon Luis, and mayroon tayo ang storm, si Maymay, and other flash flood or heavy downpour po sa mga iba-ibang parte ng Pilipinas po, sa Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. And I was made to understand, as of today, it was reported that mayroon na po something like 9 lives were spared dito po sa series of typhoons that we are experiencing ngayon dyan po sa Pilipinas. And thousands and many more kababayan natin po dyan sa Pilipinas, especially those dyan po sa affected areas po, were displaced. Properties were destroyed. Agriculture and farmlands were also destroyed po. And that will give another problem to our country po, in the near future, very near future po. Apektado mga agriculture and infrastructures natin dyan po sa Pilipinas dahil sa flash flood that we are experiencing. So let's talk about, since wala tayong impeachment hearing ngayon or trial ngayon po, let's talk about itong flash flood that we are experiencing sa Pilipinas po. When, remember, when the rains come, the Philippines floods. Pag may bagyo, definitely po, baha ang Pilipinas. And every time water rises, tumaas din po ang boses ng mga Filipino po, ang mga reklamo ng mga Pilipinos sa gobyerno po. Remember that. Recent storms and monsoon rains have submerged, for your information, towns across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, claiming lives, destroying crops, and displacing hundreds of thousands of Filipinos po, families. And once again, the nation finds itself of two minds. Dalawang isip natin po. Isa po, acknowledging the efforts made while demanding to know why the suffering repeats year after year. Anong demand tayo po? Bakit? Bakit it is happening sa atin po? Every year, year after year. Mga kababayan natin, karamihan ng mga kababayan natin praise the swift deployment of rescue teams, police, and volunteers who brave rising waters to evacuate families. Saludo tayo sa mga police, mga rescue personnel natin po who did sa tubig, flash flood natin dyan po sa Pilipinas po, only to save lives, to save lives, to rescue ang mga flood victims po. And nakita natin po, relief goods have reached some areas quickly, but sa ibang lugar po, mabagal din ang relief goods. And the early warnings in certain provinces were credited with saving lives. These efforts are real and deserve recognition po. Yet, deep disappointment sa atin po remains. Ang mga critic, they are asking, with so much money spent on flood control over years, ang daming pera po we spend for donkey years po. Bakit? Why are the same street and villages, barangays natin dyan po sa Pilipinas, still remain underwater every time may typhoon tayo? Some of us, we are pointing the unfinished projects ng gobyerno. Yon mga substandard dikes or mga canals natin po. And unanswered questions over funds allegedly lost to corruption. Ang mga pondo po, we lost dyan po sa flood control scandal. These are the things that karamihan ng mga Filipinos are putting the blame. Evacuation centers are often crowded, di ba? And poorly supplied. Warning sometimes arrive late and recovery feels slow. Sometimes it's slow. To many Filipinos, karamihan sa atin po, the pattern is painfully familiar. Promises made when floods come, then forgotten until the next storm hits the Philippines. Mga kaibigan at kapatid, since we are talking about flash flood, ang typhoon natin po, ang mga epekto ng natural calamity sa atin, be it the flash flood, typhoon, landslide, tsunami, or whatever po, earthquake, or whatever po, there are no simple answers po. Flooding is worsened by geography, climate change, and rapid development. Challenges no government can fix overnight. Hindi talaga pwede yan po overnight na po. Dapat may plano tayo po. A long-term solution. Mayroon tayo short-term and long-term solutions po to address itong problema natin. What we have been facing for donkey years already. Can I say it? Perennial problem na ito po. But the public's frustration is also valid po. When billions are allocated year after year, mga Filipinos have a right to see results. Relief alone is not enough. People want prevention that works. Bigyan natin mga assistance, relief po. Maganda din yun po. But what about Filipinos? Kagaya tayo, mga ordinaryong Filipino po. Does not talk about yung mga mayaman. Mga mayaman, wala silang problema po. When it comes to flood, when it comes to baha ang lugar nila, ang bahay nila. Total, ang mga bahay nila malaki. Made of concrete, no? But paano naman mga Filipino po? Yun nasa squatter areas, no? Yun ang mga bahay nila made of slight materials, wooden, nga kahoy po. E nandyan sila po. Vulnerable sila sa mga baha. Ang mga Filipinos, we want prevention work. hindi relief goods. The fair conclusion is this, mga kaibigan. Acknowledge the hard work of those who respond to emergencies, but also demand full transparency over flood control funds, independent audits, and genuine long-term solutions. Filipinos deserve more than rescue when disaster strikes. We deserve safety that lasts long after waters recede. Diba po? Yun ang kailangan natin po. That's why po, we have to remind ang gobyerno natin po na we are already fed up. Tama na. Fed up na tayo po. Do something. Ang dami ng gastos, ang dami ng pera na wala. And kaninong pera ito? These are the money of the taxpayers sa atin ito po. Let's talk about the flood control project scandal. Trillions of money. Kung itong pera nagnakaw ang mga politicians natin, hindi naman silang lahat, mga politicians, hindi naman lahat mga senador, hindi naman lahat ang mga congressmen, hindi naman lahat mga top government officials or government officials, hindi naman lahat ang private sector o mga contractors. But kung itong pera, we use it properly as intended to build flood control projects po, siguro ngayon po, we will not face anymore this kind of sufferings. Kagaya what is happening last week, this week, yesterday, and ngayon po, nakita natin, kawawa ang mga Filipinos. Mga bata, elderly, may sakit, and disturbo talaga yun po sa daily lives natin. Ang mga farmers, ang mga vendors, at saka mga consumers in general po. Kung na-destroy, damage ang agricultural farms natin po, farmlands natin po, definitely ang presyo din po will go up. And sino afektado po? Tayo, mga consumers. Mga mayaman, wala silang problema. Wala silang problema po. May pera sila. Pero tayo yon nahirapan. Mataas na ang presyo. Look what is happening ngayon sa Benguet, sa Baguio. Tumaas din ang presyo ng mga gulay natin doon. Malaki ang diferensya po. Ang vegetables natin, ang presyo sa Benguet o sa Baguio, pagdating na po sa merkado sa Manila, grabe ang diferensya po. Grabe talaga ang diferensya when it comes to prices. That's why, sana lang po, ang gobyerno natin will do something about this. Mahirap na talaga po. Pagod na mga Filipinos. Fed up na kami. So we are calling. Kagaya namin mga Filipinos dito sa Malaysia. We are calling sa gobyerno natin dyan po sa Pilipinas to do something. Tama na yun. Nakaw tayo left and right at the expense of mga ordinaryong Filipino. Kami po, we have been working hard here, abroad, other overseas Filipino workers. We send money regularly, ang mga remittances natin po. It is helping ang ekonomiya ng gobyerno. Yet, what do we get? Ang mga loved ones namin sa Pilipinas po. Instead, having comfort when it comes to public facilities. Ito po, pagdating ang lindol, pagdating ang landslide, ang typhoon po, ang mga loved ones natin po, namin nahirapan. Kaya nga, we are calling ang gobyerno natin under the leadership of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. at saka lahat ang mga state secretaries natin, saka lahat ang mga government top officials natin, especially those appointed by the administration, to do your part. Tama na yun po. Marami tayong mga promesas. We don't need empty promises. We want actions. We want results. So kung pwede lang po, kung pwede lang ang gobyerno natin po, open your eyes, realize, and be truthful. When you said that you love the Filipinos, you are willing to protect ang bayan natin at saka ang mga Filipinos po when you were campaigning during the election. Really, this is really happening po. Kaya nga, sometimes, it's always good to remind ang mga Filipinos po. Kaya tayo lahat, mga ordinaryong Filipinos. All the voters po, we better mark these people. Mayroon na naman tayo general election or presidential elections sa 2028. Let us mark them. Those who did not perform properly po, maskin popular sila, good looking, let us not support these people. Ang dami pong mga Filipinos are more than willing to help, sincere and more than willing to be public servants po. Yung mga genuine talaga po. Let's do something sa 2028. Grabe na po what is happening sa Pilipinas. Kawawa naman ang mga anak natin, ang mga apo natin po, dyan po sa Pilipinas. Let's be united. Let's not lose hope. May hope pa tayo po. Habang may buhay, may pag-asa pa tayo. And sana lang po, ang mga leaders natin dyan po sa Pilipinas will now open their eyes and do something. Genuine something po. Hindi lang pretentious actions po. No? And bisado na kayo sa mga tambayan. We know who you are. Kaya nga, dahil itong typhoon, mga flash flood that we are experiencing, it reminds us again, let's go back to the flood control projects po. It reminds us again that trillions of pesos na wala sa atin po dito sa flood control projects. Kaya nga, again, let's continue to be in unison, one voice tayo po. As our leaders ngayon sa gobyerno, to punish those who are involved in the flood control projects. Punish them. Put them behind bars. And dapat may restitution po. Return back to us ang mga pera na nagnakaw kayo. Mga magnanakaw. Yun po. Yun po ang sigaw namin. Let us pray and hope na lahat itong mga aspirations natin, mga Filipinos po, will be a reality po. For the betterment of our country and for the betterment of every Filipino, be it dyan po mismo sa Pilipinas or mga Filipino sa labas ng bayan natin. So siguro hanggang dito na lang muna ang programa natin for today. And once again, I would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Maraming salamat po. God bless. God bless the Philippines. God bless Malaysia. God bless the world. Bye.